name's Tucker. I'm from Student Global AIDS Campaign. Yeah! And I'm going to talk a little bit more about PEPFAR. That little piece of legislation, the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, you all may have heard of it. The President recently reauthorized it for $48 billion. Now, we applaud the money. It's a large chunk of change. But there are serious flaws in this legislation. He has already named a couple. I want to bring up first an issue that is all too often a footnote on other advocacy organizations' agendas, which is the anti-prostitution loyalty oath. Anti-prostitution loyalty oath. Shame. It is shameful. It is misogyny. It is discrimination. It is marginalization written into U.S. federal legislation. It enforces all organizations receiving funds to fight HIV/AIDS at every level to commit and condemn prostitution in every shape, way, and form. They must sign a pledge that says they condemn this. This has had gross effects on actual programs. Centers that fund and treat and act as drop-in centers for sex workers in India and Thailand and Bangladesh that have closed and that have not been reopened despite what certain representatives, i.e. Representative Chris Smith from New Jersey, shame on him, who may claim that after clarification, U.S. funds may go to organizations working with sex workers, but they may not go to those organizations who take a stand for sex workers' rights, who insist that sex workers are workers and they have rights. They have rights as workers, they have rights as women, as men, as gay men, as transgender people. Yeah! We will not wait for another 5 years to overturn this policy. We want it overturned now. We demand elected representatives. We demand that presidential candidates immediately condemn this policy of condemnation and revoke it within the first 100 days of office. We need to also mention a couple other policies. Mexico City policy, the global gag rule, another instance of misogyny written into U.S. policy, which controls women's bodies, which denies them the right to say when, if, and how they will have children. This affects the way that we fight AIDS too, in that it denies funding to those organizations that are on the ground, that have extensive networks, that have community outlets to fight AIDS. It denies them funds. There is no integration between family planning and HIV prevention, and that is shameful. Shame! Shame! There also is another policy that equates to a soft earmark requiring organizations to spend one half of their sexual prevention funds on abstinence-only programmings and being faithful. This creates absolutely no flexibility for in-country programs. It goes against what our own Government Accountability Office and reports have stated since back from 2006. And even before that, what public health experts and what AIDS advocates have known all along. Give the people the power. They can prevent HIV. Organizations can prevent HIV. We need to end, we say end now, this right-wing, religiously imposed morals into our legislation, and we call it instead for evidence-based research programming. Yes! And we will not wait again for reauthorization. We waited. We were patient. We were screaming the entire time, and we worked hard every day, all day, to end these abhorrent policies that have been enacted for the past 5 years. And what happens? Congress gambles them away. Congress makes backdoor deals. Compromising the rights of women, compromising the rights of youth, compromising the rights of sex workers. We condemn this, and we insist that this type of backdoor politics, this old white men smoking cigars in the back room, and now and forever. And now will take this and we're gonna go cause hell and interrupt the session. Thank you.